Hello and welcome to the Three Brothers Grimm. I'm Tim Grimm, and today's topic on After Work Logs is going to be children's cartoons. The reason why I wanted to do this particular episode tonight was I was watching an episode of Film Theory about the show Arthur. Now, I'd already seen that episode of Film Theory, but I randomly came across it and decided to watch it again because I thought the theory in there was interesting about why there were so many rabbits that had mixed parentage in the Arthur universe. But I'll say this: I didn't care for the show Arthur. In fact, when I was younger, the cartoons that I used to watch a lot were when I could get a chance. If I was watching Nickelodeon, I would always watch SpongeBob. That was my favorite show when I was younger. Otherwise, if I was watching Cartoon Network, I would either watch the Roadrunner cartoons, Samurai Jack, occasionally the Powerpuff Girls. Yes, I liked that show quite a bit. Um, and if I was watching like PBS, I would be watching. I was forced to watch Arthur half the time by my mother. I did not care for the show at all. Um, Clifford on occasion, though I wasn't a huge fan of that one either. The only one that I really liked on PBS was Cyber Chase, which I couldn't really say why. Maybe it was just because the idea of it was a lot cooler than everything else. And then of course I had Kids WB when I was a kid too, so I was watching a lot of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh in my younger years too, with some Animaniacs as well. But I bring this up mostly because I didn't like educational television as a child. And I think the reason for that was because I was literally forced to watch educational television. When I was like 5 and right around like 4 or 5 years old, I went over to my aunt's house after school and if she was watching other kids at the same time because she was kind of like an after school nanny type thing, if there was kids there that were younger than me, she would always say, "Watch something educational." And the first thing that I would want to do as soon as I got off of school, I'd want to watch cartoons. She's like, "No, go watch Dora." I hated Dora. I hated that show. It was because I was forced to watch it because at the time that when I got off of school, that was the only thing that was on. So it was either SpongeBob, which I preferred, or it was Dora, and I was forced to watch Dora. And when I got older, I we had like I said, we had Kids WB and we had PBS. And Pokemon was on at the exact same time that Arthur was. And sometimes my brother would want to watch Arthur instead of Pokemon. And I would always throw a stink about it because it's like, no, this show is not fun. This show is not cool. It is boring. And to this day, I've heard that the show has been going for 20 years. Apparently, it's been going since 1996. And so that makes it literally a year younger than me. But the fact of the matter is that it's just like this show for me was so boring and it felt so pandering. Educational television always felt so pandering because it basically was like, oh yeah, you're a kid, you don't know this. This is like, um, there is some of this stuff that I do know, and I don't really need to be told it in a way where I don't. It doesn't seem like I know it. Now there were some educational shows that I watched. Like I said, I watched Cyber Chase, but the other shows that I watched were like Bill Nye the Science Guy, which I mean, even in middle school, junior high, some science classes were still showing Bill Nye in the classes. It's just like, yeah, that's an amazing show for kids to watch. That should all kids should watch Bill Nye the Science Guy. I know he's still alive. I know he does podcasts. So excuse me, but that's not a cartoon. That is an educational show, and that is one that I highly recommend to everyone. It was probably because of Bill Nye that I also got into Mythbusters when I got older too. So I mean, if you guys ever get a chance to watch any episodes of Mythbusters or Bill Nye the Science Guy, definitely watch them. But yeah, that's kind of my take on children's cartoons, at least of my era. As for the children's cartoons of nowadays, I can't really say much about it. I mostly watch Disney Junior, which consists of Mickey Mouse, and my daughter's personal favorite right now, Bluey. I actually kind of like Bluey. It's kind of a show that just kind of shows the life of like a 6 year old little dog girl. And it's actually a really cute show. It kind of shows how she's learning things as she's kind of going through life. It's a cute show. My daughter got a whole bunch of Bluey toys for Christmas, so she's having fun with those. Other than that, I don't really put on that many educational shows for her. I mean, obviously Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and Mickey Mouse Funhouse are, educational in a sense, but they're not like they don't seem like they're pandering in the sense of some other shows. But I mean, if you guys know some shows, I keep saying shows, I'm so sorry. If you guys know anything that you would recommend to me, especially since my daughter is only like 3 years old, I mean, leave it in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Talk to you later. Bye.